Alrighty, let's see if I can still remember how to do this. What's up, fellas? It's been like 4 days since I last streamed because of Thanksgiving. I've been on an extended break more so than I'm used to. What's up though, guys? I missed you. How are we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. A lot of stuff I plan to do today. I actually just picked up a, I guess, fun little factor, fun little shout out. I'm gonna put away these. I'm hatching eggs, obviously, as you can see. I've got all of the rares that I bred last stream. Tons of stuff, dude. Rotoms, Sudowoodos, Tricos, Cherubies, Krogons, all kinds of different Pokemon. All kinds. Rotoms, Squirtles, Dinos. You guys know the drill. It's a huge mishmash of just all the rares in the entire game. Absolute shiny rare roulette. Now, I also picked up, right before stream, a Fortress. And I want to do a Volt Switch Fortress Ditto catching guide at some point soon, hopefully. Quiet Nature seems really good on this since you get the subtraction of speed and also the plus special attack. It's a really weird strategy. Speaking of, let me just give him a Lagging Tail so I don't forget. Very strange strategy. We'll see what happens. But that is pretty interesting. Quick little question. Do you think Timid herbs will spike next month? Is it because Raikou is coming out next month or because of Suicune? I don't think Suicune. I'm trying to think what's the next. It's Raikou, right? If Raikou. What are people running on Raikou right now in PvP stats would be my thing. Suicune probably goes bold, right? You probably go defensive. Raikou goes timid 95% of the time. You know what? I would say there's a pretty decent chance that timid herbs do go up at least a little bit. At least a little bit, you know? They may not spike to the moon. It's not like it's like Raikou's first release, you know? I could see timid herbs going up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh, this is actually the first issue I've seen with my strings to where it has both. You see how it brings up Bashful as well because it's Timida Nature Herb. And I can't search Timid Nature Herb. I think I have to search like Timid, parentheses. How do I even search this then? Oh, is it no space, parentheses M? Yeah, that's weird. That's the weirdest thing I've seen so far. I could see Timid Herbs going up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Like, maybe up to 40k a piece. Like, nothing. I don't know if it's like an investment or flip worthy, but good question at the very least. So, good morning, guys. How are we doing? A lot of stuff in store. We've got the eggs I'm hatching. I might do a little bit of Ditto testing. We'll see on stream. We'll see what happens. I might switch over to only Shinies account. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. I might do some flipping. We'll just see what happens. I'll see you guys with updates. Do you think the 11th anniversary event is delayed? Dude, we just don't know. It is really strange. I will say they're pushing it as close as it can get, man. It's currently the 27th, November 27th, as I'm, streaming and recording this. Dude, I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like if it gets so awkward, if the 11th anniversary event doesn't come out in November, or at least maybe early December, if they don't get it out before the Christmas event, it's going to be so strange. Even if they get it out like early December or something, it's still strange, you know? It's good. It's weird. This whole timeline that they've kind of locked themselves into with the how much they put into Johto and stuff. It's weird. Yes, the timeline this year is just strange. There's no other way to put it in PokeMMO. And like, obviously the devs have been working very hard, but at the same time, they've kind of, did it to themselves, locked themselves in this very, very strange timeline where it was planned to have four events in 4 months. So it's planned to be October, Halloween, November, anniversary, December, Christmas event, and then January is Lunar New Year event. I don't know, like, if they miss this time block in November, they can't really do it in December very well because of the Christmas event. They can't really do it in January very well because the Lunar New Year event, sorry. Are they going to do it in like fucking February? Like next year? Like they're going to have the 11th anniversary event in 2024 on the 12th anniversary and then also have the 12th anniversary like 4 months later? That's the most PokeMMO soon TM thing where like you're so late on something, like you're looping into the next year almost. Yeah, surely not. It just seems crazy. This timeline is strange. So the reason I'm doing this huge mishmash now, right? I have like so many different species of Pokemon in my eggs. It's ridiculous. We just counted. It's so many. It's ridiculous. It's like probably over like 20 different Pokemon species, right? The Cranidos hunt really taught me, and I loved the Cranidos hunt to death. It was a really intense grind. But what the Cranidos hunt taught me was like when you're hunting for a mon like this, and you kind of feel the same way when you're doing ×5 hordes near a PC, right? It's this hunt of, okay, I'm gonna get there are ×5 hordes 100% chance for the Pokemon. It's this mental of like, okay, I'm gonna get it, just a matter of when. And I almost don't like that. Like, it almost like kills the excitement of the hunt for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna get Cranidos at some point. It's just a matter of when. Like, if I get a shiny, it's gonna be Cranidos, but like when, you know, when's it gonna happen? Like, that kind of kills the excitement for me to some extent. So I'm excited to do this hunt as a huge mishmash. Now, maybe I'll learn some more stuff throughout doing this huge mishmash that I kind of prefer doing a single thing. So I don't know, we'll see. It's very possible that after this mishmash, I never egg hunt again, or I go back to single egg hunts. I don't know, but I'm excited to do this like very fun mishmash of species for the time being. It should be for good content, very good rare shiny rouletting. Okay, now that I'm going through my mail on stream, people are just sending me mails. Thank you for the guides. This is just a nice, okay, this is extremely sweet. Thanks for the guides. Thanks, man. I'm probably gonna have to sell that. I really fucking appreciate it. I mean, maybe I'll breed some. We'll see. I'm just gonna collect mails today and see what happens. This one is hatch a gym run shiny. Imp, does it have water spout? Does have, you sent me a, you sent me an egg move squirrel. That is pretty cool. Water spout. I like the name a lot. Okay, honestly, that's pretty cool. Do I want that to really be in my sell box? Right, move that over to... I probably should have a to breed box. I need to get rid of these 3 Cranidos boxes. I did send 1 Cranidos box over to my alt account. The question becomes, do I want to send another? Do I want to sell off? I'll be selling this box of female Cranidos. I believe... Is there any IVs in here? There actually is some. I'll have to try to sort those out if possible. If anybody wants to buy a box of female Cranidos, this probably costs a fair bit. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. But it's the only one. I'll only be selling 1 Patrouski OT female Cranidos box. It'll be the only one that exists. They're 15k a pop. Wow. That's pretty insane. That's pretty ridiculous. So it's 15k times 60. It becomes like 1 mil for the box, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I'll have to think about the exact price. Maybe I'll do like 800k. I'll have to think about the exact price for it. Probably 800k is probably what I would do. Probably 800k. All right, if that's the agreed upon price, dude, I will sell this. This box has like 3 1x31s and a noted. But I will sell this full female Cranidos box to you for 800k on totes. I'm down for that, man. Come to me. 4 island upstairs PC. 4 island upstairs PC channel 3, and I will trade you this. We'll do a big box trade. 800k. For this Cranidos box. It's pretty expensive box, but that's just, I mean, it's honestly just the price. It's honestly a little cheaper maybe, if anything, but dude, part, what the fuck? This is just a nice, wow. Here is the myth, the man, the legend himself, Untotes. Dude, thanks for buying this. I do really appreciate it. 800k is crazy to see in one box trade. It's the only female Patrouski, look at that. The only female Patrouski OT Cranidos box that exists. Currently, female Cranidos go for around 15 to 20k on the GTL, so I do feel like this price is pretty fair. But it does seem extreme. I get it. It's nuts, man. I appreciate it, Untotes. Look at these fast trades from him as well. Pog. This guy's Shiny Numel. Shiny Numel is underrated. Obviously, Shiny Camerupt is fantastic. Obviously, everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows Shiny Camerupt is fantastic. But people sleep on Shiny Numel. It's a fantastic Shiny. I get this question a lot, and I'm actually really curious your answer, Draco Mundo. So you asked in chat, what's the best way to get battle points? Do you mind if I ask, what do you need battle points for? I'm always kind of curious when people ask these questions, because I don't understand what people need. Like, there are certain things. BP is needed for, like, certain special move relearns. BP is needed for exclusive secret base items, hilariously. Usually people just passively get BP via like PvP, via E4 reruns, and via red refights. That's like the main ways to get, that's awesome. That's completed and sold. That's the main way to get BP. But the question, like usually you don't BP farm because for a couple of reasons. It's not good money. Like you don't need to BP. It's terrible Pokeyen per hour to farm BP. And then secondly, like you don't need any items with BP. You just like, it's kind of like a bonus, right? You can buy everything with Pokeyen. Rumel says I've never once needed BP. Very few people need BP. You may, if you're like a self-sufficient Iron Man account, maybe you need BP to like get, you know, choice bands and stuff. That's understandable. If you're like, I'm trying to think, if you need to special learn like Surf or Fly on Pikachu, I think you might need BP. There's certain things like that, or you want the limited secret bases, but otherwise you don't really need BP. Just go buy the items you want. Go buy the Toxic Orb. Go buy the choice items. Like, you don't need the BP. Just go buy the items with Pokeyen, right? Oh, speaking of Pokeyen, I can go ahead and actually collect today's yen. 400, a casual 450k on top of 40k. Pod, over 27 mil now, boys. Nice. Yeah, someone asked, is Teddiursa a hard shiny to hunt? Teddiursa is a weird shiny to hunt. Well, actually, wait. Johto actually added some Ursaring locations. That changes things. That's actually really good. For a while, the best way to hunt Teddiursa was waiting until, like, not wintertime, I think it's wintertime. It's either wintertime only or not wintertime. Ursaring goes into, like, hibernation. So I think it's not winter. So I think during winter you can't get these hordes, but outside of wintertime in game, you can go ×5 horde, not at the opening, not at the back end of like Victory Road in Kanto, but if you go down the one ladder, you'll get ×5 hordes of Onyx, Donphan, and Ursaring. 33. So that was like the best way to hunt it for a while, but it seems like now there's way better spots. There's 2 spots in Johto. Someone said that those spots are 50-50. ×5 hordes. That's probably gonna be your best bet. I don't know if those require Leppas or not. But yeah, that's gonna be your best bet. Is one of those horde spots. I don't know which one's better. One of those horde spots is gonna be really good. So check those out. Hopefully that helps a little bit. No, it's not the best answers. I don't know exactly, but hopefully it helps a bit. They have to add private mail or something? Dude, yes. It is, yes. It is actually, PokeMMO devs, please. It's probably such a niche issue, but like, if someone wanted to like harass me, I shouldn't tell people this, but it's funny. All you would have to do is like send me mass mails. Like if you wanted to like actually harass me and like disrupt my gameplay, I guess to be fair, you'd probably get banned for doing that. Like I probably could report you, so you know, beware. But like, if you just sent me mass mails, I'd be fucked. You know, write it down, boys. Yeah, yeah. That would get reported and banned. Yeah, hopefully that would get banned. But like, still, but yeah, like you technically do that. I wish there was an option for stop. I wish there was an option for private mail. If I could like turn off like in settings, other like auto, like yeah, like stop mail from being sent to me would be like a really legitimately good setting. You can't mail people who have blocked you, if I recall. Is that true? That's actually no. I think I know that's not true. Is it true? I don't know. I feel like I've gotten. Staff would probably say just block them. I don't know if blocked mail. I actually don't know. Do you want to test it with me? Yo, we can test it on stream. Why not? Nodak, I will send you. You asked for an OT Pokemon, didn't you? I will send you an OT Pokemon if you help me test this. I'm gonna block you. Try to send me something, okay? Oh, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Wow, this is a crazy. Thanks, Ginger Matt. What the fuck? Okay, you guys. Okay, stop. Don't actually send me gifts. I don't deserve gifts. Okay, I appreciate it, but yeah, block me and try to send me mail. Let's see if that works. Because that'd be really cool. I feel like I might have been sent. Maybe I've been sent. I think I might have blocked someone and they sent me mail from like an alt account. So maybe that. Maybe if you blocked someone, you truly, yeah, don't get mail. Let's see. I think he's trying. I don't know if it's. Mailing from an alt is ban worthy? Yeah, I feel like that's like repeated harassment. I feel like he tried to mail me. I'm assuming. Block the character, not the account? You blocked the character, not the account. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it worked. I think he can't mail me. So now I keep him blocked. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna. Oh, no, I got you. You don't deserve to be blocked. I got you, dude. There you go. So yeah, I think if you block someone, they can't mail you. Cool. That's a myth buster today we learned. Dude, this has been such a chill stream. I love streams like this. I'm essentially just standing around for content. Like I'm doing nothing. This is the most like, talk about audience carrying this. This is the level of like, I can just like, you know, just AFK and people make content. It's fucking awesome. But I mean, obviously I'm hatching eggs. That's the real meme. But like, it's so fun some days to just like hang around, AFK, hang out with my viewers in fucking in game, meme around in chat, do little fun little shmemes and just egg. Fun times, dude. Wait. Oh my, I'm so glad you told me. I almost released this. Wait, did I release a different thing like this? Wait, that's actually so sick. This guy sent me a Cranidos with the OT Cranidos. That's actually cool. I'm actually gonna keep that. That's really fucking sick. I just collected 167 fossil Cranidoses. How many did you spend on your Cranidos? How many encounters? It took me 32,420 encounters. Some of which were fossils, some of which were eggs. I don't remember the exact breakdown, unfortunately. You caught both of these? Dude, your Alpha Ditto luck is crazy, FlyHappy. Also, the fact that this one's modest. Dude, the fact you caught both of these is unbelievable. Look at this. 2 times 31, 3 times 30, 4 times 31. This is nuts. Dude, what unbelievable catches. Congratulations, man. That is unbelievable. That's just unbelievable. Congrats. That's crazy RNG. Nice, dude. Right, after these 5 eggs hatch, I'm gonna go grab my 4. We'll go try the new Ditto. I really want to learn the Ditto strat, and then I'll do a guide on it. It'll be a fun one to check out. All right, let's go try it. Apparently, this strategy has a lot more, like, there's so much interesting stuff behind it, but it should be actually pretty easy to do. We're gonna see. So you just use like any Breloom, like any Pokemon in the back. The main thing is the Fortress is kind of specific, but after that, like, it seems like you just use any Spore Mon in the back, right? To catch it. That's it. Like Breloom, it doesn't really matter. So what kind of, yeah, any Spore Mon. Okay. This shot's one of my favorites. It seems super interesting. I'm excited to go. I need net balls, right? That's like also the key of the stretch I have none of. Let's head to the shopping mall and in Unova. Now, the other question is, I'm gonna go to the mall. Do you guys think this strat would get nerfed? It's a really interesting question. Like, is it actually too good? What do we think? All right, net balls, right? Net balls, 1350 each. Oh my God. Okay, let's do 100 maybe to test with. I'll buy 100 for now. It's gonna put me under 27 mil. Shake my head, so sad. Yeah, it seems like the benefit of this is that every time you catch it with like 1 net ball. Yeah, it says you recorded 60 plus encounters, averaged 1.05 net balls per Ditto. Wow. That, like, it's so good that it's, yeah, pretty much every time. It's so good. Let's go test it, fellas. Yeah, someone said that with this strat, it's around 95% catch rate for Dittos. Let's go test it, fellas. So we're gonna head over to the Ditto location. Should I have other Mons in the back just in case, or do I just want these 2 Mons? I guess having other Mons doesn't hurt, right? With this strat? Versus for other strats, you actually don't want that. I'll go ahead and grab some other Mons back up. All right, let's test it, fellas. This is the first time me testing the Strange Fortress strategy. Let's find ourselves a Ditto. Then you're supposed to vault. Okay, not that. Wait a minute. All right, step 1, find yourself a Ditto. Step 2, vault switch said Ditto. He's going to transform into you. That's actually a good thing. Oh my God, my damage is so bad. Okay, I need to fix this. That damage is so bad. So this is not good. Okay, the point of this was to... I need to fix it. My Fortress is dog shit. What you're looking to do here is you're looking to let the Ditto transform into you, which is going to turn it into a bug type. And also give it sturdy. So you're trying to vault switch it down to 1 HP with sturdy. But I did not do enough damage. And then... after that, you bring in your Breloom, Spore into Netball, and it's a 95% chance to catch. But I did not do this correct at all because my Fortress is not good enough. So I'm going to have to get myself a better Fortress, unfortunately. Okay, thanks to the generosity of PDA, we're going to go test it. He sent me a correct... You need a very specific Fortress for the strategy. Like, you even need, like, Rash. Rash, 250 special attack, Lag and Tail, level 100 here, Vault Switch only. This should work. This is like, dude, I feel like this strategy is literally like all Pokemon knowledge compiled. Like, it's just so funny how complicated this. It's very simple to execute, but the strategy itself, like, there's so much behind it, you know? Yeah, it's a super interesting strategy. Like, it's super interesting. All the thought process behind it, whoever came up with this is a genius. Like, the thought process behind it is unbelievable. Also, it's one of those things where, like, dude, I don't think, like, did Johto change the catch rate of Netball or something? Because technically, the thing is, technically, this strategy was in the game for a long time, but people didn't discover it for a long time because that's how, like, complicated it is. It's very easy to execute too, which is, it's actually crazy to think how many iterations of Ditto catching MMO has been through the past year. Yes, dude, Ditto catching has been one of the most, like, evolved things. It's, yes, over the past couple of years, it's crazy. It is unbelievable. There it is, fellas. This is how the strategy is supposed to... I'll do a full guide on this at some point coming up. This is how the strategy is supposed to work. He transforms. My text is different because of my stream, so I apologize. I like missing the certain texts. He transforms. You hit him on 1 HP with sturdy. You go for the Spore. Yeah, I used assist. The last strat that I used was assist Meowth. It was a very good strat. Very good strat. But now you can just do this. And this is 3 turns. 3 turns... and you have a 95% chance to catch. That is crazy. That is so good. This new Ditto strategy is insane. I'm gonna have to definitely do a video on this. That is it's so cool, dude. What an unbelievable, it's so just mind-blowingly Pokemon, you know? I think netballs went from 2.5 to 3.5 with Johto. Is that true? That might very well be true. Let me check to see if I netballs. Yeah, Matt's catch rate 3.5. Yeah, maybe that's what did it. Honestly, fair. They nerf netball to 2K Pokeyen. I feel like it's very possible they nerf netball to like 3 times catch rate is what I would say. Maybe. I don't know. It really depends on like, it really depends. I assume there's a metric that the developers think of when it comes to stuff like this. Like, I'm sure there's a metric of like, okay, how many Dittos per hour do we want our players to catch? Or like, how many turns do we want it to take? Like, I don't know if the devs have a metric of like, okay, we want them to be able to catch a Ditto every 3 turns or every 4. I'm not sure. It's kind of like, I would compare it to like certain like trading card games. Like in Magic the Gathering, you always hear the modern 3-turn rule, where like modern is a very fast, it's 3 or 4 turns. I think it's 3. Very fast format where like, if you can't win by turn 3, like your deck's probably not good, or you have to at least like address it or understand where it can, you know, if it's control, obviously it's different, but like, understanding turn 3 stuff is like kind of like that. That glitched. Okay. Understanding turn 3 stuff or versus like what metrics or what like thing you're trying to get something by is good for balance. Fortress follower sprite is fucking bugging. Look at the. That is actually kind of terrifying. Look at his eyes, bro. Dude is tweaking. Yo, Patrouski, will you put PokeMMO on hold when Pokeforce comes out? Probably not. The most I could ever see. I could see myself playing PokeMMO and Pokeforce. I've been getting a lot of questions about Pokeforce, and I'm really excited for Pokeforce, but it's not coming out for a really long time. I'm excited to. I'll definitely be trying to do all of the stress tests or all of the like beta tests for Pokeforce. Pokeforce is really exciting. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being super excited for an upcoming game that looks like it's doing a lot of the right things, but we just don't like. We're so far from it. You know, I've followed the whole. If you've been an MMO player, you've followed the whole WoW killer quote-unquote cycle, right? Like every single MMO ever since World of Warcraft's release has been trying to kill WoW, and it's still like the most popular MMO. If you're familiar with the MMO genre, like we like literally the MMO community has gone through the same cycle of bullshit over and over again, where it's like, okay, this game's gonna be incredible, releases, dies, dog shit game, blah blah blah. Okay, this game's gonna be incredible, releases, pretty neat game, develops a niche core audience. Okay, cool, move on to the next one. This game's gonna be the new best World of Warcraft, blah blah, releases, dies immediately, dog shit. Like this happens over and over and over again with the MMO genre. Now, Pokemon MMOs are a little different, kind of. Most of them are kind of dog shit. But there are some really interesting. Like I would say Pokeforce, dude. Man, it just depends. We just don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what happens. What's the phrase? I'm hoping for the best, planning for the worst. If Pokeforce dies and does nothing, no skin off my back. I don't really care, right? But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what happens. So. I don't know, man. Pokeforce is really cool. It's okay to be excited for. A lot of people are being like so doomsayer, like sad, like, oh, don't even get hyped up. It's gonna be bad, and it's like, God, dude, it looks really good. It's okay to be excited. Just be mature about it. You know, understand it might not live up to it at all. It's a lot of very good talk so far, but talk is not the walk. You know, obviously, right? We all understand this. I assume when I'm talking to people, they understand that, you know, the basics, right? So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm really excited for Pokeforce. Pokeforce is very, very cool. Now, will I be like quitting PokeMMO for Pokeforce? Will I be blah, blah, blah? No, right? Like, I'll be doing both. If it's interesting, if it's worth it. So we'll see. Oh, I haven't even said this yet. I'm actually, dude, I love the okay. Already a huge +1 to the or plus like 10 to the Pokeforce devs. The devs have been DMing me a little bit. They DM'd me recently and said, "Hey, our website's still under construction, but I know how much you care about your username." They linked me the website to allow me to create my account so that I could lock in the name Patrouski. That was fucking based. I really appreciated that from them. Because I want to have my name, and I don't want someone like be like impersonating the name Patrouski when Pokeforce comes out. So that was a really like nice show of love and respect and thoughtfulness from the devs. This is a very good niche question. Hey, Pat, I have a question. What if you change your IGN? What happens to your shiny OTs? If you change your in-game name with a name change ticket, your OT shinies will actually name change with your account, which is really cool because that was like an issue back in the day for a while. But now that they actually change with them, which is, you know, obviously super. You don't want to lose your OTs just for changing your username. That would super suck. Why don't PokeMMO and Pokeforce not team up to make a better Pokemon MMO? I mean, that's like saying, why don't Sony and Microsoft team up to make the best video game console? Competition. markets, different ideas. You can't always team up as great, you know. Yeah, it's just, I think it's more complicated than that. This is a great question. What do you think is the most amount of eggs you can make in a charm? The most amount of eggs that I've been able to make in a charm is like 420-ish. No, 437? I have a video. 433? I think it's like 433. I have a video on it on my channel somewhere. Now, the most amount of eggs that could possibly be made in a charm is more than that. I wish Karoshi was here. Karoshi would have the answer. Karoshi is the best egg maker I've ever seen. And it sounds silly, but it's a really intense skill. Do you want to know something that makes me feel really old? I joined Twitch in 2011. It's now 2020. That means I've been on Twitch, my math is correct, for 12 years. That is ridiculous. I've been on Twitch for longer than a lot of people, not a lot, but, you know, then certain kids have been alive. That's crazy. 12 years on Twitch is pretty nuts. Feels cool, though. Feels cool. What's the most shunted Eggmon Charizard? Probably Charizard. That would be my guess. I'm trying to think. Charizard's definitely up there. Probably the most shunted, I feel like. That'd be my guess. I feel like Beldum, Charizard, just the Kanto starters in general. Just because I've been in the game the longest as well. Some of the most shunted. That'd be my guess for sure. Probably Charmander would be my guess. I'm at a point where I feel like my RNG has to turn around at some point, right, guys? Copium, you know, I've been so, obviously I'm not that dry right now. I don't want to sit here like I'm, you know, baby. I'm not that dry right now, but I've been so dry on so many hunts, so consistently. Like I've done like 31 shiny hunts at this point, with my average shiny rate being somewhere around 1 of 35,000, which being 5k average over rate over 31 shunts is already kind of rough. But on top of that, I'm not counting like donators and shiny charms, all the things that have decreased my shiny rate that I've popped aggressively, and my rate is that my overall rate should probably be somewhere around 1 out of 29,000, 1 out of 28,500 maybe, with the amount of donators and shiny charms I've popped and stuff. So it's like I'm like 6k plus all time. Not trying to complain. Not trying to, you know, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not trying to sit here in baby rage. Oh, I deserve a shiny. You don't really deserve shit. It's more so, I'm just hopium that my RNG turns around, you know? That's kind of where I'm at. I'm hopium. We'll see what happens. Maybe not. I don't know, dude. Blissey or Chansey for OU? From my understanding, it really depends on the rest of your team and the team build. I think Chansey is more like tankier. My understanding, my limited understanding, I'm not the perfect PV, or not a great PV player, but if my understanding is correct, Chansey I think is tankier, but you might actually want to go Blissey on like a sand team, for example, since you get leftovers heal, and taking that chip damage on Chansey from like sand chip is way more like hurtful. Stuff like that is like important to think about. I think generally, we can check the stats. I think generally maybe Chansey. Chansey is 17% usage, 51%. But let's see Blissey's like, so Blissey's 5%, 47. Let's see if Blissey's like most paired teammates. So we see Garchomp, Gliscor, any like Hippowdon or any like sand setters. Not really. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I'm sure certain teams want Blissey, certain ones want Chansey, but I think it just kind of depends for sure. It's a really great question. I'm sure there's a better, I'm sure AFC and Dino or someone have like a more in-depth, better answer, but that's the best I have for now. This is a great question. Roar does not end wild battles anymore. So someone asked, does Roar end the battle in the wild or not? Dude, so many people back, it used to, it does not anymore, does not, but it used to. So many people back in the day would lose like shiny Houndours because of Roar. That shit was brutal. It does a single encounter. I don't think it does on Totes. I could be wrong. I don't. Maybe if you use it, maybe. I don't think if the wild Pokemon does, it does. I don't. We could go test it, I guess. Ghost Legend on all a few days ago. I don't. What did I just type? I don't think it does. We could go test it. What am I typing? Houndour. There we go. We could go test it. Does it learn here? Route 7, uncommon. It's not nighttime though. What's a wild Pokemon with Roar? We should go try to test it. He caught it on video? That's crazy. Yeah, is that a glitch then? 'Cause I don't know if that's supposed to be the case. It used to be the case. Maybe it is just hordes that don't let it. I don't know. It's actually a really, really big deal. Apparently, someone was saying that, yeah, someone just lost a single encounter shiny, like 2 days ago from it roaring out of the battle. That is super, super interesting. Fabricated video? No, I'm sure it's legit. We'll check it out. That's interesting. Pat, how hard do you think it is to get top 100 in every comp mode, like at the same time? Probably pretty goddamn hard. Like, probably have to be like one of the best PvPers in PokeMMO to do that. That'd be my guess. Getting top 100 in one of them, I'd say is still like medium hard. I think pretty much anybody. Let me qualify this a lot. I think pretty much anybody could practice and train and like learn a bunch and like get top 100 in OU for a temporary period. Like I think I could get top 100 in OU for a temporary period of time. Now I wouldn't last there. I'd probably get kicked out as the season progresses and stuff. I would get kicked out. That you know. But I look at frags, rank 1 right now. Jeez Louise. I mentioned the video recently. That's crazy. I think most people with enough practice and I don't know. Like, look at this though. How deep is this season? I guess we're 27 days into this season, aren't we? That's why that's like, dude, needing a. This is actually kind of nuts. Dude, this OU season is really fucking competitive. Normally, I would say anybody could do this with enough practice. This is like a pretty intense level of practice, though, and like skill. These are really, really talented players. Look, it's like 147 and 28. This is actually crazy. That's AFC Adino, 159 and 48. These are crazy win rates. Everybody here is like 70% plus win rate. That is actually, this is the most competitive I've ever seen OU. That is pretty damn crazy. That's actually really hard probably to be. That's really hard to be top 100 right now. It probably that's probably the caveat. It probably just depends on the time. Like it depends like how hard is it to be ranked top 100 UU? Not that hard right now. Look at this. Like you only need 600 elo. Not that hard. That's actually like really, really easy. Like really easy actually. NU also like pretty easy. Very, very easy as I would argue. But OU is unbelievably hyper competitive. This is crazy. To be top 100, needing 790 plus elo, that's actually nuts. That's really competitive. Also, doubles shockingly competitive. Damn. Or it's randoms. Sorry. Randoms is pretty. I think it just depends on the tier, depends on the activity, depends on the time of the question. Good question. Are there any content creators you recommend getting into for getting into comp in PokeMMO? The ones that come to mind, I mean, obviously AFC Adino. Other than AFC, I don't think there's that many PvP content creators. I've been told about Madara66. I just don't know much about him, but I, check him out. Not that I haven't watched much of his content. But AFC Adino is fantastic. Old roided Ewok videos are awesome. He's the guy who like really, really motivated me to start PokeMMO YouTube. Never talked to him personally, but I just loved his content. I'll be doing a lot of stuff shouting out underrated PokeMMO content creators in December. So if you're looking for other content creators for like specific niches or just stuff that isn't me, I have a lot of stuff coming in December on my community post on YouTube. So check that out if you're interested in more PokeMMO content. All right, here is the Roar Shiny Mightyena single encounter fail. Unfortunately, this is crazy. It's really quiet. One sec. Let me turn it up.
How are you doing tonight, man?
You playing like Call of Duty in the background? What's the noise?
Doing well. Just chatting to my girl. She's having her lunch now. Planning to grind a bit of Fort later. Nice. Good vibe, dude. I hope you enjoyed.
Oh, is he He's watching a stream, isn't he? That's what's happening. It's not him talking. Oh, okay. Bro had no reaction. Yeah, I think he's watching a Call of Duty stream. Okay, that's important context. So he roared. No fucking way. That's crazy. So that's how it used to work back in the day. And apparently this just happened 2 days ago. So this is still how it works. So wow, I don't know if this is a glitch or if this is actually intended because I thought they changed this. That is devastating. Yeah, so a huge PSA. I didn't know about this. Huge PSA. Apparently.
Marauder too. Oh my god.
It doesn't say anything. Apparently, if you are in a single encounter battle and the enemy shiny or the enemy opponent roars you, it will kick you out of the battle. Man. It was your first. Yeah, that is. Oh, dude, that is brutal. Poor fucking guy. Poor Ghost2. Go check out his video. Fucking subscribe to him for support. That is brutal. That is actually so sad to see. Poor dude. I would have done the exact same thing to some extent. His situation. I wouldn't have known that mechanic. I thought that Roar didn't do that. It doesn't end. So apparently Roar doesn't end battles that are in hordes, but they do. It does work for singles. That's so strange. Good to know and good to PSA so you guys don't miss out on your shinies, but that is a brutal PSA to see sadly learned by Ghost2, you know, so much love to him. How do you prevent that if you can? Great question. Arena Trap is a good way. So I think, right? Suction Cups, Octillery. There are certain Pokemon. Taunt is probably the easiest. You can use Suction Cups Mons. Yeah, Taunt's the easiest for sure. Taunt, Suction Cups. I think Arena Trap works. Stuff like that. Cradilly. Yeah, Suction Cup, Cradilly. It's a great question. How to prevent it. Yep. Does Roar affect Ghost type Pokemon? Oh, is it a normal type move? I don't know. Good question. Yeah, the move Ingrain. Yeah, it could work, I think, right? Soundproof. Bro had an Electro that's even more sad. It could have had Soundproof. Ooh, I wonder if he shows in the... That would be... And that's not... You know, how would you have known? Oh, dude, that's so brutal. I did a lot of Executes. I really like shiny Execute. And Executor actually used to be one of my favorite... Like, back in when it was, like, just Gen 1, Executor was, like, one of my favorite Pokemon. I think back when... It's funny, like, I'm sure over generations, people's favorite Pokemon... I know mine favorite Pokemons have changed a lot over generations. Like, in Gen 1, my favorite Mon was Dragonite. And then I feel like number 2 was Executor. I don't think what else. Those were like the big 2 for me back then. But there's those eggs hatched, which is pretty cool. I think I'm going to go and call it there, fellas. Call it there on the Executor rants. Not a crazy long, 3-hour stream today. Nothing crazy, but had a lot of stuff to do. I got a lot of stuff still to do today. And, feeling a little tired, so I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully the content was entertaining, good background stuff while you guys were playing your own games today, playing PokeMMO. Like the video if you did enjoy it, dislike if not. As always, subscribe to the channel for daily videos. I do upload every single day. Follow the Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, and Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo donations do help out a ton. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Have a great day, guys. Have a great Monday, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here. Firstly, thank you so much for watching till the very end of the video. I truly hope it was worth your time today. And secondly, thanks to everybody whose name is listed here. You guys all go above and beyond and allow me to make daily content. Thanks again. Have a great day.